Hello, welcome back to the channel, and we're going to have a Crumbs beer.
Way back a year ago.
So hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Modern Mondays, and we're going to be having Crumbs Brewing, and we've got their sourdough pale ale and their blooming amber lager, 4.8%, 4.2%. Now, Crumbs were formed in 2017 by Morgan and Elaine. They're in Reigate in Surrey. The idea basically came from the waste of the local bakeries having a lot of food waste, a lot of bread. So they thought they'd make use of the waste product and started turning it into beer. What they do, they use a quarter of the bread waste. So it's like, at the end of the day, at the bakeries they go to in the area and they get the bread. There's a certain bakery as well, I'm sure there is. I don't know if I've put it on here, but I'm sure there's a certain bakery that you use. And they get in the grist, so in the grain bill, they use a quarter of the bread, and then the rest is made up with grains. So it's a great idea. So yeah, food waste, it's one way of tackling it and turning it into a beverage. They've got different styles. So matches breads actually. They've got the pale ale, which is a sourdough one. They've got a rye ruby, which is a rye bread one. They've got the rye coffee porter, which uses rye bread and also leftover coffee grounds. I think I'm going to look at doing something like this because, yeah, on a homebrew scale, it sounds good. And they've also got a nan lager, the flatbread. So that's totally different as well. The beer is brewed in the Isle of Wight at Goddard's Brewery, and I'm sure that Morgan actually goes over and gets hands-on with them brewing. So yeah, so basically the whole idea is for them to try and reduce food wastage. It's the same as toast, very similar. Similar idea. I'm just looking on their site at the moment, see if there's anything on there about it. Oh yeah, so it is Chalk Hills Bakery who provide them with the bread for doing this, and I think they collect the bread over the week and then they go over to like the brewery and then do the brewing. So it's brilliant. The brewers, yeah, Goddard's, like I say. So yeah, let's crack them open. Let's see what they taste like, and we'll come back and I'll get the sourdough one open first, and we'll come back and try the blooming amber lager. So, get it in the glass, see what it looks like, get the aroma, and get the taste. I bake sourdough breads, and I love baking sourdough. I mean, I do all sorts of bread, but sourdough, I've got my own wild yeast sourdough you have to feed, and it's fantastic. It makes fantastic bread as well. So I have got in my fridge a sourdough beer, which I've done. I didn't use the bread, but I used the yeast, and I've made beers and made different versions as well. So I might do that on the channel soon. Okay, so super clear. It looks like a lager, if I'm honest. There's hardly any carbonation, which I don't mind. It's really slight going up, really small looking white head just forming. Looks like it's going to dissipate though. Yeah, it does look like a lager to me. It's got that lager straw colour. So, aroma. It's got to be American hopped, because it's got them citrus, tangerine, mandarin aromas going on. Slight peachiness. It smells quite pleasant. I'm only getting a slight breadiness. Hopefully get a little bit more in the taste. Okay, cheers. I told you that head's basically gone, pretty much. It's an easy drinking. It's got a nice low bitterness to it, which is making it the flavour's long lasting because of that. There's a definite sweetness there from the malts. I have to be honest, I'm not tasting any sort of breadiness. I'm not tasting, oh, there's the sourdough bread. Not tasting it. I don't think their aim is so you taste it. I'm not picking up on any artisanal bread taste. Just getting a nice, sweet, malty taste. suppose it's a little bit bready, but it's not. I'm not going to go, wow, I can taste sourdough bread. There's no sourness from a sourdough bread. But it's nice. It's really nice. The body's medium to light. Carbonation is really low. But the flavour's long lasting, so you're just getting that slight piffy bitterness going across. It's staying, and then you're getting some citrus notes and some sweet fruit notes. And that's all I can really say about it. It's pleasant enough. Would I buy it again? Yeah, I would. I think it's okay. What does it say on the can? It says, Crumbs Brewing Sourdough Pale Ale. Ingredients: water, barley, wheat, oat, malts, sourdough, breadcrumbs, wheat and rye, hops. Goddard's Brewery, Chalk Hills Bakery in Reigate. Nearly half of bread produced in the UK never gets eaten. That's a shocking waste. Crumbs Brewing fights this growing problem by turning unsold artisan bread from their local bakery into a range of delicious beers. Our sourdough pale uses zesty sourdough loaves in the brew. Added hops enhance the aroma but don't overpower with bitterness. A perfect session now. Yeah, beer, bread, differently. www.crumbsbrewing.co.uk, and you've got real bread logo on there as well. So, Crumbs. I think that's okay. I don't mind that at all. I like the message. I think it's great they're tackling food waste as well. Very similar to toast, I think it is. I'd give it 2 Bs. Yeah, I think that's definitely a 2B beer. 2B beer? 2B beer. Okay. I'm going to go and finish that. It's not going to take me too long. I'll be back and we'll try the Blooming Amber Lager. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, so we're back. So we've got the Blooming Amber to get into now. That pale ale was nice. The flavour was really good because it had a really long lasting flavour, which I really liked about it. Anyway, let's get into this Amber Lager. So it's a slightly darker lager. Blooming Amber. So they've used, I don't know what they've used in this. Bloomers? Bloomerlows? I don't know. It's got more, that's got a lot more tight, creamy head formed than the pale ale did. I thought, to be honest, I would have thought it would be the opposite way around, the pale ale and the lager. But it's darker, obviously. It's an amber lager. It's got about the same amount of carbonation as what the pale ale had. So that's okay with me. So it looks good. It is amber in colour. It looks great. That head's just about staying around. Aroma. It's just really sweet malt. Slight honey. Probably more breadiness going on in this one than there was in the sourdough pale. Smells pretty good. Okay, cheers. That one's not, for me, the first one, the pale, was it's a better beer. This one, there's something about this one I'm not too keen on. It's got a bit of metallic taste to it. Yeah, it's not my favourite at all. I mean, the sourdough one had much more going on taste wise. This one, it's got a slight metallic taste to it. It's got a bitterness there, but then I'm not picking up much more. Yeah, it's not long lasting. You get the bitterness, you get the metallic, and then it's gone. It feels thinner in body. Carbonation's low. It's a bit underwhelming, this one. Yeah, this one's not for me, I'll be honest. The first one, the sourdough one, I'd buy again. The amber, Blooming Amber, no, it's not for me. There's just something about it. It's a slight metallic, not that much going on. That's the only way I can describe it. There's a little bit of sweetness there from the malt. But yeah, apart from that, no, I wouldn't buy that one again, but I'd definitely buy the sourdough one again. Well, sorry, what does it say on the can on this one? Ingredients wise. Does it say white breadcrumbs may contain traces of sesame? Yeah, Our blooming amber lager is brewed using bloomer loaves. Based on a Vienna lager recipe, it's refreshing with a lingering malty finish. I'm just getting the metallic note I'm getting, which is putting me off here, that's all it is. Water, barley, wheat, and hops. Vienna. It's not got any Vienna barley, I don't know. Oh, it might not. It'll come under barley, wouldn't it? And they probably not. Yeah, they're not putting them as single malt varieties on there. 4.8%, 330ml can. But the message is superb, so I'm not going to knock them for that. So I'll stick with my 2Bs overall for this sourdough. And yeah, that's it. Crumbs Brewing. If you can, go and try and get a can. But yeah, okay. Thanks for watching. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating.